First mistake is being desperate, okay? And I got this from a message that I preached a while back, titled 10 Commandments of Dating. And that was the very first one on my list, which is thou shalt not be desperate. I think one of the mistakes that single girls make is that desperation to be married causes them to do anything. And the problem, let me tell you the problem. I'm going to tell you. The problem is that men can smell desperation a mile away. You don't know that. You can smell desperation a mile away. Another problem with being desperate is the fact that when you make decisions when you are desperate, you make the worst decisions ever. It will make you choose people that you have no business being in a relationship with just because time is going. Just because you can't wait any longer, just because you are the only one that looks awkward among your friends. All of them are going out with guys, all of them are going out on a date, all of them are getting married. It's just you. You're tired of being a bridesmaid, so you are just getting desperate. And anybody, and that's when you start hearing things like, oh man, na man. Is he not a man? Marry him. And you know in your heart that this man is nothing like what you want. But because you've gotten to the point where you're desperate, you just accept anything. Second reason why desperation is so bad is the fact that it makes you do stupid things. Stupid things. You cannot do anything to change how a man feels about you. A man has to genuinely like you to actually be in a relationship with you. So don't be desperate. Men can smell it a mile away. They will just use you and move on. So if you're a single person, enjoy this season of being single. Have fun, relax. Don't lower your standards just because you want to be in a relationship, okay? So that's the first mistake most singles make, being desperate. The second mistake, having unrealistic lists. The funny thing about this thing is that, I've met a lot of women who are single today, and I asked them, have you met guys? They're like, no, it's not what I want. Okay, so what do you want? Ticking. Be writing, be adding to the list. It's taking time. There's no problem. God will give you what you want. It's just that it will take you time. It's okay. But sometimes, my question is, this list you are writing, are you the kind of person that the person on that list will also like? So you are writing long list, demanding things that no human being can have all those qualities. One person. Number 4, this one. Premarital sex. Mistakes single girls make. You are sleeping with the guy now and you think he's going to marry you. Let me tell you the truth. I heard, I think it was, I can't remember now, but a while back, I was still single. I was still very young, in fact, when I heard that saying, that why buy the cow when the milk is free? In other words, he was getting everything he already would need in marriage anyway. He was sleeping with her, she was cooking for him, she was coming over for the weekends to clean and to do everything. So what exactly is the reason why he should marry you? So you're having sex now, you're increasing your appetite for sexual intimacies that you may not even need. You're sleeping around, this one doesn't marry you, sleep with another one, this one doesn't marry you, sleep with another one. You're messing up your life. The next mistake is fighting everybody when you now finally find somebody you want to marry. And this one is so common. And as a pastor, I see this all the time. So I'll have somebody who's close to me, my daughter, everything, and we'll be believing God for her to get married, finally finds a guy, and they will say, okay, do counseling, let's find out how the guy is. All of a sudden, I'm the enemy. And that's a huge mistake. You know why? Because you are in love. I'm not. So it's always important that you have someone who is not as in love with the guy as you are, so they can see for you. They can ask honest, simple questions. If the guy is treating you bad, the funny thing is, you are in love, anything is good though. The guy slaps you, okay? Next point, lack of preparation. Oh, this one is so important and it's a huge mistake. So you are preparing, first of all, most times you are preparing for the wedding, not the marriage. And the wedding is just a few hours. The marriage is for life. So you can't prepare for weddings. You're buying your dress from, God knows where. You're buying your dress, your ring, your shoes, you've planned your makeup artist, your hair, the caterer, decoration, cake, everything must be best. But you have not invested in learning anything about marriage. You don't know what is expected in marriage. You don't know the things that will shock you. You don't even know, you have no clue what you are getting into. Finally, wasting time. Huge mistake. So many girls make the mistake of wasting time. Listen, as a woman, you don't have time. Let me say that again. As a woman, you don't have time. You don't have all the time in the world as a woman. Come up for class. So he's there. He's not making progress. He's not really moving backwards, but he's not making progress. He's just there. You no fail. You no pass. You no come up for class. He's blocking your path. And then the problem is that he's there, but he's not really doing anything. He's not making progress to marry you. So every other person that would have liked to marry you, they'll say, oh no, she's in a relationship. The first guy has come, he has gone to marry somebody else, he has 2 children. The second one comes, say, oh, this girl, no, she's in a relationship, and it's a serious relationship. She has been with him for 3 years. Another one will come again. That's why that guy will be there, wasting your time, and women will be there, investing in that one. Say, no, I love him. Love. I agree that you love him. My question is, does he love you? A man will waste your time for 10 years. Does he love you? Come up for class. So he's there. He's not making progress. He's not really moving backwards, but he's not making progress. He's just there. You no fail. You no pass. You no come up for class. He's blocking your path. And then the problem is that he's there, but he's not really doing anything. He's not making progress to marry you. So every other person that would have liked to marry you, they'll say, oh no, she's in a relationship.